name is Speedy Simone, but they call me the king of romance.
Welcome
That was a complete...
to Taco Talk.
Oh, yeah. That was a completely coherent segue to...
Our
It's
guest,
a little teaser to who our guest is
a
today.
little teaser, a guest host,
Get it? Because he's short?
Simon Messinio, standing at 5'9", 5'9", 5 foot 9 inches.
Wait, he's not 5'9". I'm like 5'9".
Simon, no, you aren't. Simon Messinio,
Wow, you're really struggling here.
I'll take 5'9". I'll take it.
5'6",
Welcome-
5 foot 6 inches.
Welcome to
Simon
Taco
Messinio.
Talk. Shut your mouth, please. Welcome to Taco Talk. My name is Carson Kennedy. I'm your host.
I'm your superior co-host, Aiden Fletcher.
That was my joke.
I'm your guest host for today, Simon Messinio. Not
No.
Speedo
Wait,
Simone.
Simon,
No.
you didn't say your full
Speedy
name.
Simone is the king of romance.
Simon, could you say what it says on your birth certificate?
Simon Armani Maxwell Messinio. You happy?
Armani.
No. The High School Musical 2 days. No.
High School Musical 2.
Yeah, so
Well-
these two boys starred in a little production of a little thing I'd like to call High School Musical 2.
Beep, 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 beep.
Is that a good story to start out with, or are we gonna glance right over that
There's
one?
not much of a story. I hated every
It
second of
sucked.
it.
Okay, that's a good story. So, Simon, you're back from a little place called Connecticut, the second worst state, after, of course. Tell us, Carson. See if you know it.
Alexa.
That was not a funny joke. I did not like that joke.
I saw
The
you
worst,
laughing, though.
the worst state is New Jersey.
New Jersey. I thought we were talking about Alaska. My bad.
Alexa,
Alaska.
Alaska. Oh, I thought
Alaska.
I thought you said Alexa.
I thought
Oh my god. Aiden, you're dumb.
It's pronounced Alaska? I thought it was Alexa.
You did say Alexa.
I said Alexa. You know what?
Hey, this joke
This
went
joke
over
is
here.
bad.
Who knows what was said or what wasn't said? You
They
know?
do. They just listen to it.
And now they're rewinding it and they're like breaking it down. Okay, whatever. But yes,
Welcome to our little Marvel trailer breakdown.
my name is Steven Samuel.
I live in my mother's basement.
Today we're going to be breaking down the Captain Marvel trailer. As you can see,
constantly-
this is Captain Marvel.
I constantly pour spit in my
Woman,
cheek,
just one.
much like a chipmunk, you see. And so that's how I obtain this voice.
But yes, Simon Messinio. He's back from the glorious land of Connecticut.
Connecticut. So tell us about that. It's been.
What are you doing there?
You know, honestly, Simon, though it has been a little while since I've last seen you, and very
Like
few and
2
far
weeks.
between. Well, yeah. But before that, let's say it'd been quite a while. Our visitations are few and far between. Every time I see you, it's like you never left.
Yeah,
though.
I
It's
know.
very.
It's
great.
like the good old days.
It is like.
Let
the
me
good
tell
old
you
days.
something, Mis Gringos.
Mis
No, I
Gringos?
forgot that. Oh,
Gringos.
Me and Simon have been friends actually longer than Fletch and I have.
Really?
Simon, yeah, because friendships in the elementary days
Oh, yeah.
were completely dependent on who you're in class with.
We've talked
And
about
Simon
this.
and I were in classes, the same class for like second, third, fourth.
Not third.
Not third.
Just second and fourth.
Yeah, second and fourth.
Yeah.
Fletch and I weren't really friends until fifth grade.
No. Neither. I was not friends with Simon either. And I remember what we bonded over is that we were both reading the same book, which happened to be Fellowship of the Ring. And we sat together.
Simon's like, I don't know about
We
this.
sat together in Mrs. Martin's science class.
I
Right?
remember. Oh, Mrs. Martin's science class, 5th grade, was the best because
In my
I
fifth grade social studies.
Oh,
you
no.
remember?
That
you
was
remember?
a very Carson.
I'm sorry.
What have we said about inside
I
jokes?
make a lot of inside
What
jokes.
have we said about inside jokes?
Guys, everyone listening, I apologize, okay?
You better.
I've been an inside
Vehemently.
joker for 4 years now, okay? I'm trying to wean off.
But yeah, in 5th grade, 8 and 9.
Are you now?
Shut your mouth.
Continue.
8 and 9 were in the same homeroom, so we had to go to all the same classes, which included Mrs. Martin's science class.
Yes,
And
quite
in
the
that,
class.
I don't know if Aiden remembers it, but I vividly remember this. I had a little game I'd play with Aiden called Angry Mole.
No. That was not in Martin's. That was in 6th grade.
No, that wasn't. That was
Mrs.
in Martin.
No.
Yes, it was.
It was in 6th because you sat behind me in Mrs.
I remember watching Bill
Youngworth.
Nye and sitting underneath your chair and stabbing you in the feet.
Did you do that?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, then it
That
must
was
have...
you.
Remember?
Then it must have continued on to next year in Mrs. Youngworth.
That wasn't really
You
angry
see-
mole. That was just me stabbing.
Yeah. He would
Yeah,
sit
that was
behind
just-
me in Mrs. Youngworth's, and you know how there's holes in the back of the chairs. He'd take his pencil, and stab me like,
Oh, yeah.
like a little gremlin.
I remember that.
Like a little gremlin in my back.
Like a
and it
scrappy
hurt.
little gremlin.
It hurts.
Oh.
Scrappy dappy doo.
But yeah,
Yeah.
in 5th grade, I would
Puppy power.
in 5th
You
grade.
shut up.
In 5th grade, I would say angry mole, and I'd stab Aiden with a pencil.
It wasn't funny.
And at one point, he got so mad.
I didn't like
He said
it.
angry Aiden. He took a pencil and he somehow stabbed himself in the arm. He was holding the pencil in.
That sounds exactly
It was,
like fun.
it was the most
Stop
hilarious
laughing
thing
at me,
I've
okay?
ever
Stop
seen.
laughing at me.
Yeah, that was funny. And in 6th
Yeah.
grade, I don't know if Aiden remembers it, but for whatever reason, our math class,
Yeah?
or it might have been enrichment, was in the library. And Mrs. Youngworth sent Aiden and I back to her room. And Aiden and I would always joke.
I remember.
We'd always joke around about how Youngworth had torture weapons.
Oh my god. Maybe
So-
we shouldn't share this.
No, this was hilarious. This
Maybe
is hilarious.
we
So,
Now you're saying, oh, maybe we shouldn't
so,
share
so
stuff.
Aiden and I, we went into Mrs. Youngworth's room. It was completely dark. It was just us.
Uh-huh.
And
And I was like, let's find the secret button. And so she has this bookcase near the
And you were, like,
near her
pulling out every
whiteboard.
book.
And so I'm pulling on every book. Yeah, I'm picking up these little knickknacks and everything. Then I pull out this one book, right? And so then the curtains fall down.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my god.
we were terrified.
No, I jumped.
We ran.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
hilarious. What a time.
Enrichment.
yeah.
Also, when I got shut in a locker.
Yeah.
I have
Or was that inside joke?
I have two very fond memories
Inside
with Simon.
the
Both
locker.
of them in enrichment. One of my fondest memories of Simon. Picture this: we were in the computer lab. Okay,
Yeah.
we probably weren't doing anything productive. Probably playing Roblox.
You mean the shared use lab? Now, we had this thing in the library at our middle school called the shared use lab, and for the first year, I thought shared use was someone's name.
Shared use lab.
Shared
Wow.
use.
Fletch,
What's-
your brain
what's
certainly
your-
makes
No.
interesting decisions.
No. What's your name? Shared use.
My name is Martha Shared Use.
Martha shared use.
Wellsboro.
But anyway, we were in the computer lab, not doing anything productive, I'm sure. And so I look up from what I'm doing, and I see one of our teachers, Mr. Long, through the window.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, hey, there's Mr. Long. So then I tap on Simon's shoulder. I was like, hey, Simon, look at the window. So Simon, he's eating a bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos, right? So
Oh, yeah.
he's kind of looking up, and he's like looking around. It takes a while for him to figure out what I'm actually looking at. And then we see Mr. Long staring through the window, looking exactly right at us. He's looking into the computer lab with his hand pressed up against it. And Simon, Cheetos go all over his face. Dust goes through his nose, lads. Cheeto dust up the nose.
You don't
I have
understand.
never heard this story.
You've never heard
You've
that?
never heard
No.
The famous Cheeto
Oh.
snort dust of 2016.
You don't understand how terrified I was. You don't understand,
I can envision it too.
you don't understand how much pain I was in after I snorted the Cheeto dust. It hurts. It burns. your
I
nostrils.
can see Mr. Long on the glass, his beard on there, and like, ah! Like,
Yeah.
what was his reaction? What did he do afterwards?
I don't know if Mr. Long did anything, but Simon was having the
No,
night
if
of
you're
his
looking
life.
through the glass and then the boy you're looking at has a spaz attack and Cheetos go everywhere. Are you
I don't
Are you
know.
seriously just gonna walk away from that? Like,
Yeah, I mean, he accomplished his goal, okay?
he knew full well what he was doing. Okay?
Yeah, he already knew. My second most fond memory with Simon, for enrichment, we were doing like a little demo showcase for our
Oh no.
for our school.
Oh no.
Yes.
to
Yeah,
kind of show
I
them what stuff
remember
we'd
this
been working
vividly.
on. So we decided it'd be cool to make a dry ice bubble experiment
Yeah.
set to the tune of You're As Cold As Ice. You know, that song.
Clever.
So we go out, the music's going, the lights are down, there's like colorful lights. It's really vibing, okay? Kids are expecting
It's
big
like a club.
Kids are expecting big stuff from us. It was
We
like
are
it was like the Snake Hole.
rolling.
It was like the Snake Hole Lounge.
From
okay?
Parks and Recreation, the superior sitcom.
Okay, so anyway, the whole point is we were supposed to take a string dipped in soap, run it over like all the steam coming off the dry ice, and then it would make a bubble.
Yeah.
That did not happen.
Should be simple enough.
So basically, it was me and Simon standing with strings, pushing them back and forth, trying to make bubbles, and it didn't happen. So the people in the stands didn't necessarily know we were trying to make bubbles. They didn't know what we were doing, okay? We're just standing out there. And then Mrs. Rout, our teacher's just like, no, just come out. She was like, you're done. We're like, ah.
She just ushered us off.
They're looking at it like, ooh, science.
So essentially, we went out there, we dropped ice and water, and left.
I completely forget what my experiment was.
Did you
know?
Remember we did the hoverboard thing?
Oh.
And I got... Remember when we were messing around the gym and it was spinning around and I
Oh
jumped
my God.
and then it caught my face. Oh my word.
Okay,
That's
so
in my top 3 most embarrassing moments of my life.
In our enrichment class, we made a hoverboard, which, I mean...
It was a big circle of plywood.
It was a big circle of plywood, and attached to that was a tarp, and on the bottom of the tarp were holes cut into it.
Yeah,
and
there was a leaf blower.
was attached, and it would blow air out, and it would hover, right? And there was a chair on it, and you'd sit, and there was a power cord attached for the leaf blower. So Mr. Irway, our shop teacher, the best shop teacher, okay, he grabs a hold of the power cord and just starts spinning it around the gym.
Because the leaf blower could only blow down, okay? It wasn't directional, so you really needed the cord to make it move
Or
at all necessarily, if
it.
someone was pushing it. So we thought that it was pretty cool. So we decided to play a game where we would run into the radius of the cord, and as the hoverboard was coming towards us, we duck under the cord, okay?
Uh-huh.
So,
or I even laid on the ground.
Yeah, we
and
would
had
lay on the
cord
ground,
go over me.
and then sometimes towards towards the like lower end, we would try to jump over it, and we did it for the most part. So we thought we were so cool, us little 8th graders. We thought we were seventh graders.
So
We
cool.
thought we were so tough. And then I was laying on the floor and it passed over me, and it was going pretty fast. So then I kind of was stood up. I wasn't all the way up yet, and I see it coming again. So I have to make an impulse decision. Am I gonna drop to the ground again, or am I gonna jump? So I decided to jump, and as I jumped, the cord caught my feet, spun me like it went. I flipped, landed straight flat on my back. Now. People have always said I got the wind knocked out of me. I thought that was just a fancy way of saying I got hit hard. But I actually was struggling to breathe. If you a bunch of people rushed around.
You never experienced that before.
A bunch of people rushed around and I was there. Fletch was laughing.
Yeah, I was dying.
We were all laughing.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
It was the worst moment of my life.
No.
Top 3 most embarrassing moments.
Yeah, no. Wind getting knocked out of you. I know Seth English, the man. I said something to him, and then he punched me in the stomach, and then I was on the ground for like a minute going.
No, you weren't.
Yeah, no, you were there. You were there, Carson. This was in front of the Ruse. We were going to see a movie.
That was like a week ago.
It was like 3. Do you have any sense of time?
Oh, cool. I don't know time. You got me.
I think it's only fair that I say.
I got you.
I think it's only fair that I say a favorite memory for Carson and a favorite memory of Aiden. So I'll start with Aiden.
Fair.
I'll start with Aiden.
Uh-huh.
So this was, Aiden and I were both part of the Future Business Leaders of America.
FBLA.
FBLA.
This is the first time I'm hearing this story.
So, you've seen this. You'll see where this is going. So
You'll catch on.
I'm
I don't
excited.
even know where
I'm
this is
excited.
going, but I know I'll
at
get
the
to
end,
I did a lot of
at
stuff
the
in
end of
FBLA.
every school year, the club would organize a trip to Knoebels.
Oh, I remember. You know where this is going.
You should know where this is going, Carson. So
I don't, as of
So
yet.
at the end of 8th grade, the trip was to Knoebels as always, and so I went there. So Aiden, also Seth English was there, Caleb Nuss, and his little sister Hannah Nuss.
Yeah.
So
Why don't you give him the social security number too?
1675309.
That's not it. The other day we were in Fletch's room and he tried to sing that song and said the complete wrong numbers. All the real OGs know it's 8675309, which is actually an active number.
Really? Have you ever called it?
No, not personally.
We are
no.
calling it tonight. Do you have your
Anyways.
phone on you?
No, it's turned off, remember?
Do you have your phone on you?
no, I did not.
Oh, turn it on. We're going to call it in a second.
Are we though?
Yeah, we are. Turn it on.
Fletch,
Continue your story. Continue your story.
So
This seems like a Taco Talk thing that you think's a good idea, but
It's a good idea.
when it happens, you're gonna be like,
I'd rather not.
We can cut it later. Continue.
we'll fill you in
So-
later.
So anyway, at an arcade, we won. Aiden, Seth, me, and I believe Caleb also won. We all won these blowgun things, where you'd put darts into a blowgun and you'd blow in it, and it would shoot out.
Hence
Now,
I
blowgun.
loved that thing.
And well, we were all shooting each other, but Aiden was taking it a little bit
I was
further.
taking shots at
than anyone
random
else.
people.
So,
What?
so
Yeah, true story.
You're terrible.
So I started recording.
But
mean.
I do it like real quick. I do a sneak drive-by. Okay, I'd hide behind a tree, and then I jump out, and then jump away.
So Aiden, I started recording Aiden, and there were 3 particular clips I want to talk about. One where I was recording Aiden, and as I'm recording him, he shot me right in the glasses, and the camera just cuts off, and it looks like I got killed. Then you had the next one, which is probably my favorite, and
Yeah.
I want to see if Aiden can repeat exactly what he said to the
Okay.
camera.
Aiden Fletcher, 007, license to kill.
And he shoots Hannah Nuss. And the camera cuts off.
This is the first I'm hearing this.
You've
What?
seen this.
You've
I
never
showed
seen
you
I
this.
doubt it.
I
I
showed
do
you.
not remember it.
So he shoots Hannah Nutt, and as soon as he shoots her, she looks up and the camera cuts. And Caleb actually got genuinely annoyed.
This is a confession of murder.
He genuinely got annoyed that Aiden shot Hannah. And then
License to kill.
and the final clip was, as we were waiting for the bus to come, Seth started chasing Aiden. So Aiden, as a disguise, put a towel over his head.
Yes.
And he started running, and he was trying to
It
run
wasn't
through-
my towel. Continue.
He was trying to run through this pavilion, which was filled with picnic benches. So I started recording him, and I was running behind him as he was running, trying to sneak up on set. And as he's running, he bangs right into a
Picnic table.
A picnic table.
And I.
And he turns around and looks at the camera and just keeps running. It's just
Oh
hilarious.
my word.
I think I'd make a good spy. No,
I
no,
think
no.
you would
see,
I think I'd make a good
the
spy.
bumbling idiot exterior hides the bumbling idiot interior.
This is a famous Carson Kennedy quote, and it's also why I think I'd be a good spy, because I'm very good at compartmentalizing information. So I've been known to say, my mind is like a steel trap. Nothing gets out, but more importantly, nothing gets in. Think about that.
I like.
Chew on that.
Intellectual.
Chew on that a little. That's
So-
my Bitcoin.
So that was Fletch's favorite moment. Come
Yeah.
on.
So now for Carson. So this
Tell
one
me it
goes a
comes.
while back. You know, I have lots of
wow.
good memories with Carson.
Is
Oh.
this? I think I already know.
no,
what the-
no.
I
Wait,
think-
wait. This one goes way back. I have a lot of good memories with Carson. You didn't say that about me.
You didn't say that about me.
So, like
Is this?
I think you know where it's going.
I think I do
Yeah.
too.
So Carson, like I said, like Carson said, he first met me in
I
second
don't
grade.
think I know where this is going.
Shut
So
your mouth.
Carson and I first met in second grade, and we were both in Mrs. Freeman's class. Great teacher, loved her.
Yeah.
Never.
So-
heard of
I
it.
just saw her the other day. Gave her a hug. I was like, "Yo, what up?"
That's
G.
a little weird. That's a
I
little
said-
excessive.
Huh?
I think.
So
Well, I didn't initiate it. I'm not much of a hugger. I will never initiate a hug. Just letting you know.
but yeah, so I invited Carson over to my house. You know, as you do, friends.
As one does.
And
Yeah. Wait. Oh, except you, Fletch. You weren't friends then.
yeah, sorry, man. So
Get it? Because we have more memories.
So anyways, so the game that I loved to play at the time was New Super Mario Bros. Wii. And I always play with my older sister Sabrina.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
And
yeah.
she-
Great game. Great
She
game.
would always take, if there were 2 power-ups, like a normal mushroom and like a fire mushroom, or fire flower, my bad. She'd always take the best power-up, and she'd always leave me with the terrible one. And she was never afraid to sacrifice me to help her.
Did
Yeah.
she give you the teeny tiny mushroom?
Get it? Because you're short.
Shut up! I'm not that short anymore.
Yeah, Simon has grown, lads.
So,
Jonathan's still short. He's a
He's kind of short, yeah.
little short.
So-
Jonathan from episode 5, you remember him.
You need the growth mushroom, John. Mushroom.
You
So-
should just keep your mouth shut for the rest of the night.
So Carson came over to my house, and I was playing this game along with my sister, and we were playing a specific level, which was a pretty challenging level. You're like on a boat and there's acid water all around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Carson and Sabrina both go for the same power up.
Oh.
And as they're going,
You're playing a dangerous game.
and it, like I said, it's a good power up. It's one of the better ones. So I forget which one it was. I feel it maybe a snowflower.
Maybe.
So Carson's going for it. Sabrina's going for it. Carson gets it, and as his character starts falling down, it hits Sabrina's character, knocks her into the acid, and kills her.
Dead.
Now, the reason why I love this memory is not just because it was funny at the time, but my sister loves to hold grudges, and she
It's
held
her hobby.
she held this grudge for years.
Yeah.
Still,
She,
still
like
holds it.
I felt like she genuinely disliked me every time I saw her from then on.
Yeah, because this
She
was
did
so unusual.
She
for her.
is always genuinely disliked.
Yeah,
me.
she genuinely dislikes Aiden.
Yeah.
Like, not even as a joke.
No, genuine.
So that's just a quick short. One little more thing about Aiden. I want to just formally apologize for spraining your thumb.
When do you sprain my thumb?
Play practice. I tripped you.
You did sprain my thumb.
I want to formally apologize. I never got in trouble for that.
Yeah.
You know, the
Good
thing
memories.
about that play practice, I was talking about it the other day. We'd have these long play practices where it would last for hours, and then at the end they'd give you dinner, and it was pizza. And then after,
Oh, yeah, the 8
and then-
o'clock practices.
and then
Oh,
after that,
those are
you'd
rough.
have to keep practicing. And so we do this one, and everybody's eating pizza, like 5 slices down, right? And then she's like, "Okay, team building. We're gonna run on the track."
I remember the
she-
days when 5 pieces
And-
of pizza used to fill me.
Yes, and what did you say?
I said, I remember the days when 5 pieces of pizza used to fill me.
Oh, those days are long.
Those days
gone.
are long gone. I'm hitting a solid 8 or 9 now.
Yeah, no- oh my god.
The sheet pizza, not
That's-
like the
this
big
is-
slices.
No. This is
That's
a good.
ridiculous.
I have a pizza story. So I was
Should
eating.
you finish your other story, maybe?
No, I was eating pizza the other day. They can infer what happened. I puked. We were eating pizza.
You just spoiled
Oh
it.
yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
that.
this to say, I
we
puked.
were eating pizza the other day, right? So we order a pizza from Timeless, large pizza, 2 large pizzas, right? So I eat 2 slices. They're gone in like 5 minutes tops, okay? And I'm like, I'll go for a third. So I went for the third. 5 minutes later, I had forgotten I had eaten the third and thought I had only done 2. So I went back for another one. 3 bites in, I'm like, this is my 4th, right? So I set it back down. I'm like, I'm not going to eat anymore. 2 minutes later, I come back and I take another bite because I'm like, pizza's so good, right? And
You
then
said that. I heard you.
I did. Then I put it back down. And then 5 minutes later, I come back and I'm like, there's only 4 slices. I mean, there's only 4 bites left. I might as well. So I indulged myself and ate 4 slices. And
4
then,
slices?
No, 4 bites. 4 bites. And then it was all gone. And then I look at the remaining pizza and there's 4 slices left in the box. And I realize 4 slices was half the pizza. I ate half a large pizza in under 20 minutes.
That's nothing.
Carson, I had already eaten dinner when I ate those slices.
Yeah, one time we were coming back from a youth trip,
That
and
was a snack.
the official pizza stop for those youth trips, it's Little Caesars. So we go there. We order a
been
bunch
there.
of large pizzas because there's a bunch of kids.
Mhm.
So there, like a large pizza's 8 slices, right? So afterward, everyone's like, "Hey, how many slices did you eat?" Holden and Earl each ate 9 pieces of pizza. That's
9.
more than a whole large pizza each.
Holden, I
He is
stopped.
an athlete. He has.
I get to a
get
point
that
where I
diet.
stop myself, but like, okay.
Even if you could eat more,
I ate-
you're just like morally shit.
I ate like 6 slices the other day when we went to. So Evan Hoover and Anthony Dunkel, their social security numbers will be on the screen as I say their name. We were at the weight room. I had gone on a run. They had worked out, and I get back, and we were like, "Well, we did exercise. We'll go and
We did the thing.
we'll go eat." So we did. We went down to Pizza Hut, worst pizza place. I just want to put that.
I
on
gotta
the record.
disagree with you on that.
Okay, agree to disagree. Simon.
I'm with Simon.
Okay.
Pizza Hut's low key.
I just
good.
ate there last night.
I like the wings. I like boneless wings, but that's
To
beside.
just chicken nuggets.
But they're glazed. But okay, so
Glazed.
so
yeah.
so we walk in. The three of us order 2 medium pizzas and 16 wings, and we ate every last bite, and it took us 30 minutes. By the end, we were dying. And
Hey, stop. I see what you're doing here. You're channeling your Berbiglia. You stop that.
why? Because I started going lower.
Yes. I know your games.
No, you don't know. I know.
I hate you. There it is. I could eat 16 wings right now.
Too. Oh no, I could eat 25.
It's not because I'm
wings
starving or
I could
anything.
eat a
I just really
solid-
like wings.
right now. I love
7
wings.
to
No,
8.
But
If
I
I push myself,
Solid 7
smother it in blue cheese. I'm a blue cheese
Blue cheese
lad.
is
Okay,
trash.
comment
Shut up.
blue cheese or ranch. Blue cheese gang, I know you're out there.
Blue cheese lads, come on! No.
I like
had
just
a
having
shut
fun
up,
wings.
Simon.
I do like that, too.
I had a certain person by the name of Soap Hampson once
Yeah.
tell me. Soap Hampson told me, and want to know what Soap said?
That's our friend named Soap.
Soap was like, clean your hands because bacteria. No, she didn't say that. She said, I don't like blue cheese because it's mold sauce. And I was like, shut up, Hope. Mold sauce is good.
Just-
it tastes, blue cheese is amazing.
Just a quick note to our listeners: Soap Hampson is just a
No, shut
alias.
Her name
Don't
is Soap.
Don't ruin this.
Soap Hampson. It's an alias.
It's
We
her
want to
name-
maintain
No,
anonymity.
her name is Soap Hampson. You've been gone for 2 years, Simon.
It's been less than that.
People have moved.
We haven't even
Yeah,
explained.
people have moved. Other people with very similar names have moved back.
Soap
Don't
Hampson.
worry about it.
Hope Sampson
So anyway,
is gone.
so-
It's Soap Hampson now.
I'm glad we got to reflect a little about some past memories, but
We're
I gotta
gonna.
ask
We
this
need
boy
to talk
a few little
about
questions.
new ones, new
Let me bust
memories,
out the
memories
tap
of
lock.
the future, current.
Speedy Simone's the king of romance. Okay, so we talked about this a little bit earlier today, but I know you are a badminton and squash aficionado.
Oh, yes, of
So, what's so great about the sport?
Well, badminton.
Carson, you're
and squash.
fidgeting a lot right there. Continue, Simon.
I'm a fidgety person.
Badminton and squash, they're two very beautiful, distinct sports.
Mhm.
Badminton, you have the graceful birdie,
The graceful birdie.
which floats
Does it go
through
by
the
any
air.
other names?
No.
Not really. Not really. No.
Only my badminton OGs will know what I'm talking about.
Carson and Aiden will both remember that I used to have badminton tournaments
I
for
do.
my birthday.
I
won.
do. And you want to know something? You never invited me to your birthday. Not 1 year, Simon.
Actually,
Not 1 year.
That doesn't sound
that
right.
doesn't sound right.
I've
All I
never
remember
been to
is-
your birthday.
All I remember is the badminton tournament
Not
kind of devolved, and then we
one.
just started
No,
hitting
yeah,
the
Aiden
birdies
was
at each
there.
other. No, you were definitely there.
You were there. Yeah, Aiden. You're
Remember,
full of crap.
remember, I threw up the birdie and I slammed it, and then it hit Cameron in the groin.
No.
You remember?
You were there.
I wasn't there.
Yes, you
Yeah,
was.
I feel
I
like
have
you-
never
you
been
were
to your
there.
house. I
Okay,
have
that's
never
not
been.
true.
That's-
That has to be.
I have
not
never
true.
been. We
That
dropped
can't
you
be
off
true.
once after Young Frankenstein, but after that, never been to your house.
I can't believe
In
that's
your
true.
in my entire life, I've never
Well,
been to your
that's
house.
changing. Soon, I'm speaking for Simon. I'm inviting you over to Simon's house. I won't
Okay.
even be there.
So thank you for inviting me to your birthday, Simon. Let's continue the story.
So back to badminton. So I used to play badminton all the time in my backyard, and I'd have badminton tournaments for 2 of my birthdays. One of them, my team won. It was the Conquistadors. It was
Conquistadors.
me and Colby Kramer leading the way
OG.
to a victory.
Victory Royal.
Oh, I remember that kid. Never mind. Continue.
And then the second time, I don't actually remember who won the tournament.
I feel like it was me.
Was it you?
Yeah, definitely.
Wasn't me, 'cause I-
100%.
Wasn't me because I wasn't there.
I mean, you were there, but it definitely wasn't you. Fletch,
yeah.
I've seen you swing things in your hand. Definitely doesn't work. Like racket wise.
But the reason why I can
I'm
say
tired,
that badminton's such a beautiful sport is I remember when after my second tournament, it just dissolved into a battle royale where we would just
Fortnite
take...
is such an awful game.
I've never played it.
Neither have I.
This was before Fortnite.
Yeah.
We invented
We are
Fortnite.
suing Epic Games as we speak. So it basically just dissolved into everyone taking birdies and rackets and a soccer ball and just hitting each other.
What
with
about
everything.
shuttlecocks?
Myth. Continue.
Don't exist. So, badminton, like I said, graceful sport. Then you got squash. Now, squash, I never played until last year.
I love eating them.
That's a world-class joke. Aiden.
Get it? Because, like, there's squash the sport, but also squash the vegetable.
Yeah.
We're all laughing, Fletch.
Yeah, grilled squash. Give
Squash.
it to me.
I've never played it until last
Oh.
year. But this year I actually made a competitive team. It's fun.
I've never played squash. For
There's
those
no
listeners
squash
at
courts
home,
nearby.
for those listeners at home and everyone else in the world, what is squash?
Squash. Okay, basically you've got two people in a court and they're on the same side. Like there's no real sides to it. Okay.
So is it
it's indoors.
stupid tennis? Which is
It's
tennis
indoors.
to begin
Remember, it's tennis, but like against the wall. Like, remember,
Yeah.
in the office,
Oh, yeah,
That's close
Jim
enough.
and Robert California played squash.
In
That's close
fact,
enough.
for my office OGs.
Yeah.
That's close enough. Yeah, that's a good explanation for it. But yeah, I never played squash before. I played it now. It's a very, very beautiful game that includes a lot of yelling, jumping, screaming, banging rackets. Graceful.
It's graceful, though.
It's very graceful.
Very much
There's a
so.
certain beauty to squash.
It is
that-
the ballet of tennis.
That's why they call it the beautiful game.
That's why they do.
Squash is
Squash is such
Soccer,
an eloquent
disgusting.
Squash.
Soccer, trash. Beautiful game, squash.
Yeah.
Squash is such
Okay.
an eloquent and graceful name to
So-
begin with.
My next question.
Yeah.
So, as we have talked about on the show multiple times, and pretty deeply in our friend group, Fletch is of a Jewish heritage.
In
and
fact.
as are you.
Yes, I am.
In
Do you
fact,
think that you guys have to have a common ancestor, right?
Yeah.
Like, you guys are definitely, like, ancient
There's
Jewish
not that
cousins.
many
no,
Jews?
lost found nation of Islam, we are brethren, okay?
Islam.
Not
What are you
Islam.
talking
Not
about?
Islam.
Islam. That's kind of the opposite.
Lost found, what is it? What's the term?
The lost tribe of Israel.
Lost tribe of Israel. There we go.
The Fletcher tribe.
Yeah. Okay,
There's
so
not that many Jews in the world. We've got to be related somehow.
It definitely, 100%. We're brothers. We're brothers at heart. And to prove so, we're brothers at heart. I didn't even mean to do
I'm
that.
mad that I laughed at that.
we're
brothers
not.
at
We're not
heart.
gonna. Just because of
Okay,
that. We're
no,
not doing
no.
it. Just
Shh,
because
ready?
of that, we're not. No.
1, 2.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance a hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Tiny tots to play with and pancakes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. Pow, pow, pow. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
Can't relate. I'm Irish on both sides.
Go drink yourself to death. Get out of here. You redheaded.
I
You
heard-
redheaded devil.
I heard this joke.
Go get a potato
I
famine.
heard this joke from my friend Joey. He said, after saying that I was Irish on both sides, he said to me, "You want to hear an Irish person's joke?" And I was like, "Sure." He was like, "An Irish man walks out of a bar. Hey, it could happen."
I love that one.
That's pretty good.
Go drink yourself to death. That was a bad impromptu joke. I should not have.
Yeah,
That was a
terrible.
regrettable one.
Regrettable joke.
What? You're Irish? Go drink yourself to death.
Get it? Because Irish people like to drink or something?
Yeah, go get a
Okay.
potato famine, which killed millions.
Luck of the Irish. More
Yeah,
like
I remember
unluck of the Irish.
Carson and I seriously discussed how the
Yeah.
luck of the Irish is absolute garbage.
Yeah.
No, there's no luck in Ireland. Which
Yep.
that covers it pretty well.
Basically.
It's not a joke.
So-
It's real.
And this kind of reminds me, I don't know why it reminds me of this, but another memory I have with Simon. So I was really into these books, okay? They're called the Left Behind series. So I read like the first two, and I thought it's an interesting topic, so I thought it was so intellectual and cool. And there's like 13 books, so there's a lot of books.
Yeah.
So I introduced them to Simon because I think he would like them. Because they seem like they're up his alley. So I was on the second book. I introduced him to it. He finished the entire series before I was done with book 4. He's a reading machine, lads.
Yes.
He is a mad.
Speaking
One of my proudest achievements is setting the record for AR points.
You know,
1,302.7 points.
good for you, Simon. I'm
This
so proud.
guy, Riley's gunning for your point. He's a
Hey,
big AR guy.
listen
Where
to
is he?
me, Simone.
What's this?
I don't remember.
Just a little story about books, okay? For those of
Oh.
you at home,
Oh no.
I like books. I loved the classics. Read Les Miserables in 5th grade. Loved it. That's besides the point. I wanted to
Weird
read
flex,
something,
but okay.
close to my Spanish heritage. So I bought myself a little book, a little libro called Don Quixote de la Mancha, right?
Oh,
So I let
there's
Simon
there's
borrow...
a movie of that on Netflix now.
So I let Simon borrow that book, am I right? And you know what he does? He keeps it for 6 years and never
Keeps
gives it
it.
back. And you want to know where it is now? I don't know. Simon has it.
Simon.
I plead the fifth.
Don Quixote La Mancha.
De la
De
Mancha.
Manchas. It's a partitive article.
Ooh.
Ooh, someone knows Spanish.
Ooh, or just language.
Ooh.
This has really gone off the rails. Fletch.
Okay,
you
what
need to control yourself.
What's
buddy.
the next question?
Next question. Now this might get a little emotional, Simon.
Shh.
Do you miss
In the arms
Wellsboro School
of
District?
the angel.
Okay.
You
Now,
you gotta miss some of the teachers. You gotta not miss some of the teachers. Tell us
So-
your thoughts.
brief explanations. I don't think that in this recording, at least, I told the audience that I go to a boarding school now. It's a long story. I got a scholarship to go, so I'm at a school in Connecticut now, but I still live in Wellsboro when I'm not in school. So let's talk about the things I do miss about Wellsboro. The diversity.
Yes.
The diversity.
At my school,
Unparalleled.
at my school in Connecticut, we got people from all over the world. We got every race, every religion. But there's nothing like walking into
There's nothing-
Wellsboro seeing that 99% white. That is diversity if I've ever seen it.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
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 We're diverse.
We're diverse.
I also miss the high quality teachers that I've had, like Mrs. Youngworth, Mr.
Yeah.
Long, Miss Norman,
Mrs. Pocky.
Mrs. Pocky. These are all high quality teachers that you can't get anywhere
Mrs.
else.
Cop.
Oh, Mrs. Cobb.
Mrs. Hackett.
High
I never had
caliber.
that.
The highest caliber.
Mrs. Hackett. She lives right over there, by the way.
Maybe she could hear us.
Shoot. No, okay. Let me tell you about.
Well, I just want to say
Oh, my
something I
favorite-
don't miss. You know something I don't miss?
Tell me so, cuz. That went. I was gonna say, tell me.
You're so cool and hip. Tell me so, cuz.
Tell me. Oh boy. I miss getting
Sounded better in my head.
I miss getting high grades.
You know, that was
I
pretty
miss
cool.
getting high, man.
Fletch, that was pretty cool.
Thanks,
But
yo.
not as cool as you.
Oh, okay, that's a good story. That's a good story.
We're not getting into that.
No, quick.
This
If-
is Simon's Spotlight.
This is his 1 minute story.
Yeah,
at the
one
most.
time Fletch
Okay,
was
shut up.
texting a girl.
So I was texting a girl,
Ooh.
right? And I
Let's
was
just
talking.
say-
I see you,
name was-
Fletcher.
No. We won't divulge the name, even with the acronym. So I was
Let's just
texting.
say her name's Hillary Clinton.
I was emailing this girl.
Oh, political joke. Ooh.
I'm a Democrat on the record. I just thought that
Actually,
would
you're
tie
not,
in
because
well.
you're not 18. But
So,
you have democratic tendencies.
You're right. So I have Jewish tendencies. No, so I was texting this. We experienced technical problems
Yeah.
by the nature.
And by technical,
by the
we mean Fletch is an
okay.
idiot.
By the nature of me switching the H and the C of Hillary Clinton, and
What's the point
Let's
of
just-
it?
More than H and the C. He
it just didn't turn out well. Let's put it that way. And if you take the time to think of it, maybe you'll realize. I don't recommend you do, but so I was texting this girl, and
her name was Janine.
This whole mess happened because we got caught up on names. So I was texting this girl. I'd just gotten back from the movies, so I'm texting her, right, and I like this girl, okay, and so she says, "How was the movies?" And I say, "You know, it was cool, but not as cool as you."
Oh, I remember that.
Got
I
him,
remember
lads.
that.
Got him good. I
remember
know.
That was
Gentlemen, listen up. If you're chasing that lady, she's not giving you the time of day. Drop this line on her.
How do you think Caleb Nuss ended up dating Sarah Mosher? He used that line.
Yeah, if you're looking to be a plumber, use that line.
Yeah, shout
You know what I'm saying?
out to Caleb. Shout out to Caleb. He's watching, listening to all of Taco Talks in order. Just shout out to him. He probably won't get to this till like
Quite a while.
February.
Whenever I...
Well, shouts to you, my man.
Shouts to you. Ah!
We're gonna have you on someday. Shouts to you. Okay.
Oh.
You were saying about Wellsboro, Simon.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, no. To be serious, I do miss, my friends. I like going home. But there are some things that I do appreciate about being at Taft,
Mm-hmm.
A lack of Fletcher.
Ha ha ha.
To be perfectly honest with you,
Yeah, I bet he invites his students to his birthday.
my students.
Oh.
I mean, fellow students. You
My
know what I
His peers, his compatriots. Carson, you need to take a break. Okay. What are you doing? Get off of me. Stop. He's attacking me.
You challenged my
Right.
honor.
Okay, continue.
So, but to be perfectly honest, the school I'm at Taft, they offer a lot more challenging classes. I know this is boring. Challenging classes, more opportunities, and that's why I left. As I said, kind of boring. But that being said,
He gets to play squash.
yawning.
I get to play the beautiful game.
So does it balance out? I think so.
But again, there's no Mr. Long. How am I going to
That's
get
true.
terrified?
Actually, I'm taking geometry with him right now, and I don't actually hate it, and it's really weird.
What?
And I'm like good at math now, guys. Like it's really weird. Like people ask me for help on geometry. I'm like,
No,
I don't know.
I have the kids.
I instinctively say I don't know. I hate math, but then I look at it. I'm like, oh yeah, it's easy.
No.
This.
I have the kids in my class, the ones that like.
I assume you would like.
No. So I'm in it, right? And it's honors, but then you have other kids in it that it's like a base class, right? And they're the type of kids that like he goes, then you carry the 3, and then they yell, "Oh, really?" And I hate it so
Can't relate.
much. Like, no, these stupid jokes. Like, I know one kid the other day, okay, if you're listening, Mr. Long, forgive me for my sins.
He's an artist.
But so he comes over and he's writing something on the board, right? And this kid takes a colored pencil and slips it into his back pocket. Never realized. Walked away.
What a savage.
Walked away.
Got him.
Sat down. Poor Mr. Long. No, it was just like, I know. I'm not into that kind of humor. It's just
No,
it's too
it's
childish.
lowbrow.
I think put a little thought in there,
Because you're always so thoughtful when you speak and make jokes, Fletch.
Yeah.
We should all
100%.
take a page out of your book.
True story. This is our second attempt at tonight's Taco Talk because the first one I made
He made some questionable
I
jokes.
made a vaguely racist Asian joke.
Multiple vaguely racist.
More than
The
one.
same one a couple of times.
And then a couple of different ones.
I thought
There's
it
a
was
reason.
tasteful
How was it tasteful?
because it was talking about food.
Oh my god. No. Not again.
Fletch.
Okay, we're
so,
gonna.
you know what, Simon? We at Wellsboro, we miss you too.
Thank
We
you.
do
Thank you.
greatly.
I
But-
miss you, helping me out with the homework.
Mhm.
Now
I miss
I'm left to my
playing-
own devices. My grades have taken a significant hit when I stepped into the high school.
Me too. Man.
Okay,
Me
I
too.
just had an interesting train of thought. You said we're left to our own devices. Then I thought we're left to our own crevices. Then I thought we're left to our own crevices.
Okay.
And then I thought I forget what I was gonna say.
I knew the
What
guy.
was, what was the,
I knew the guy, but
I didn't know.
know him.
What was the point of that?
I don't know. It's late.
This is Fletch. Okay.
I
no.
miss playing Risk with you.
That's true. That was a great game.
I know. Yeah,
Great
it
game.
still is a great game because we still play it on the bus, and I
You
miss
still do?
having you. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
I want to
we-
do an online Risk thing.
we have one more question for you, and this is a question we did ask Jonathan as well.
Yeah.
So, Fletch and I, we have a lot of thoughts about actors, comedians, musicians. Out of all the celebrities out there, most favorite well, favorite, I suppose, and least favorite.
Most favorite.
Your mostest favoritist celebrity
Out of just any
and the
celebrity.
baddest celebrity.
Give us your dooiest.
Like, who's
Okay.
that one guy that you're
Someone-
like, my
That's
man
just like
and or woman?
Someone that I really, really, for whatever reason, I just don't like
Yeah.
is... Oh, I forgot his name now. Oh, crap. The short guy. The
Peter Dinklage?
No.
I was gonna say,
He's not-
if you don't like Peter
No,
Dinklage,
Yeah,
he's not a dwarf.
that's-
He's just short. Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart?
Yeah, that's understandable.
I don't
That's
like Kevin Hart.
understandable.
I think he's overrated. I think his jokes are dumb. I think he's really
Oh
annoying
no,
in
I don't like
movies.
his humor.
I'm kind of
Well, stand-up specials. Like I'm not into it.
I wouldn't say he's my least favorite, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, as a person, I don't know him. I'm sure he's a great guy.
well,
but
I
as
knew
far
him.
as-
Didn't he
I
cheat
didn't
on his
know.
wife?
As far as his art, I don't know.
Yeah.
Art. And my favorite has to be Pitbull. I mean, there's no one
Yes.
like Pitbull.
Really?
There's no one.
You're
like
definitely invited back.
Thank you. There's no one like Pitbull. I mean, have you heard his songs? Timber. Classic of our time.
Truly, the defining
You know,
song
it's
of
coming
our
up-
decade, nay, I say, our century.
I don't
Okay,
think
like-
Carson, I don't think Carson or Aiden have heard it. Pitbull made a song for an upcoming Aquaman movie.
What?
It's an Africa remix. I'm not joking. Search this up. It's called Ocean to Ocean.
I'm
Viewers
not
at
gonna
home.
play it, but I'm definitely watching this
Really?
the minute we stop.
I had no idea.
Yeah, viewers at home.
Pitbull.
I'd
look
have
this
to
up.
say my least favorite actor or actress, probably Amy Schumer. I'm not.
Oh,
into
no!
That
I
was
should have
mine
said
from
that.
last
That's
time.
that's
no.
true. That's
yeah,
so
no.
true.
She's a joke stealer person.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah, it's so. She's always like, no, I didn't steal jokes. It's like
But
comedians
side by
think the
side.
same thing, but those there are a lot of videos out there that
It's
put the
almost
jokes side
verbatim.
by
And
side,
and it is
it's
the
ridiculous.
same exact thing.
Yeah. I saw something. It's like people would laugh at Amy Schumer when she was young because she wanted to be a comedian. No one's laughing now.
Well, I saw that. That's good.
Oh, that's true.
Pitbull Africa.
Yeah, it's called Ocean to Ocean. I saw this on Twitter. I was like, this is incredible. Yeah.
Oh my word! I'm definitely watching this the minute we stop.
Yeah.
Ocean to ocean.
It's called Ocean to Ocean.
Ocean to ocean.
But yeah, Pitbull, amazing.
So
Pitbull.
should
My-
I not doubt it?
Why would you doubt it?
Doubt my faith in his interpretation of Africa.
Pitbull-
It'll be better than the original, obviously.
Oh,
No,
I'm sure.
Pitbull has so many messages. He's impacted me on an emotional level. He inspires me on a physical level.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's just-
I had another train of thought. Okay, so I
Mr.
thought
Worldwide.
You said,
I mean, come on.
Mr.
you said
Worldwide.
messages, and then I thought massages, and then I thought of a
Fletch,
person.
remember last time you did this and you forgot what you were gonna
You're
say
gonna
and
make
it
me
wasn't
forget.
funny?
No, but my cousin said that she had a friend who's a real idiot. Okay, and she
Was
How'd
this
you go
friend
from-
perchance? Was this friend
Okay.
perchance you?
No. So we were buying cheese.
What are you? What are you talking about?
I thought it'd be humorous that you see you're laughing, so I know it's humorous. So we were buying cheese, specifically Moonster, and she said, "I have this real idiot friend that
Named
thinks
Aiden Michael
that
Fletcher.
thinks Moonster is another way to spell monster."
Where did it go from messages to massages?
What are you actually talking about? Okay,
It's late.
It's not too late.
it's
is
like 11 o'clock. That's not terribly late. Well, anyway,
Too bad.
I'm sorry you had to listen to that, guys. But yeah,
So we were buying cheese,
we were, as you do.
and like the cheese, it was great.
I mean, we
But
love
not
the
as
cheese,
great- but not
if
as
you
great.
think about it,
Can
the
you let me
cheese
say
bought
my
us.
joke? Not as great as you. The
Thanks,
cheese was
man.
great,
Thanks, man.
but not as great
Is
as
that
you.
a play on words because you grate cheese?
Like I said, never intentionally make
Yes.
friends.
I apologize.
No, I think it's almost like songs like with Hotel California with the Eagles. Nonsense lyrics. Lyrics have no meaning that was intentional. And then people are like, "Oh my god, no, that's about
Yeah.
religion."
Just give it to an
Or
English.
See,
about-
that's what the
give it to an
philosophers
English
did.
teacher.
They just
Yeah, give it to an
said
English
random
ma-
stuff.
Give
and
it
then
to an
we're just
English
like,
major.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Mm-hmm.
y'all can't hear me doing the Italian handshake right now, but I'm doing it. I'm
as
doing
an
it.
Italian,
As an
I
Italian,
do this with pride.
we have an Italian Jewish person, we have a Dominican Jewish person, and we have an Irish person.
Oh, I
Very
like it.
diverse.
Religion and ethnicity.
There's an Irish
No,
religion?
because you said we have an Italian, Jewish Italian, Dominican Jew, and then you went Irish. So for the two of us, you had said religion and ethnicity. So it was,
Can't relate.
I
Okay.
regret that.
Well,
I am yawning up a storm,
Yeah.
my guys.
Fletch is about to fall asleep. He has...
Oh, you know I'm not, though. We're going to probably end up watching a movie.
Yeah,
at one
probably.
point.
But anyway, we are going to cut this episode off
Say
around
adios.
here.
Los
So,
vemos. Los
um,
vemos pronto.
Just
Nos
remember to like the video if you liked it. If you disliked it, don't necessarily dislike it. Just kind of let it be. You know, live and let live.
vemos. Live and let live.
If-
yeah.
If you're not subscribed and you're listening to it, first off, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Subscribe. And
Obvious.
if you particularly enjoyed it, I believe there's like a share button or something.
Yes, there
right?
is.
There's a share
There is a
button.
share
There is a share button.
You can share it with your
Blast
friends
it.
share it with
online.
your grandparents.
Or, yeah, it's specifically like your great-grandmother. All of them.
All of them.
I'm sure she would love it. That's our main demographic is great-grandmothers.
Yeah. And
So,
along with
definitely
that,
go
we're
for
going to, along with the
Just
great...
one thing.
If you share it with your great-grandmother, it will come with a special 6 feet under package where you can use a speaker in it. Because
Yeah.
she's dead.
just
We're also doing a V-Buck giveaway.
No response to the fact that the great-grandmother's dead.
I'd like to sign off by saying thank you to the host for inviting me on.
Yes.
That joke sounded funnier in my head.
Yeah, that really
And-
was.
I want to recommend you subscribe to 3 channels. 1, of course, this channel. 2, PewDiePie.
Yeah.
And 3, Pitbull.
Pitbull. And we're going to end with a special little ditty, a special little
Um,
song.
Nope. I'm vetoing that idea.
Goodbye from Taco Talk.
Remember we didn't.
Da da da. Oh, that
Remember
was.
we didn't do the intro, so
Okay,
they
so,
really can't relate.
so our original intro was us going, "Welcome to Taco Talk."
to the tune of Rick Astley's "Never Gonna Give You Up." That's actually my fondest memory of middle school.
I missed that.
I did it specifically because I knew you would love
It
it.
was first period, so I was at math class.
Oh,
Tell you how I'm feeling. I wanna make you understand.
Fletch is gonna
Give
cut
you
this
up.
out. Fletch is
Never
gonna
gonna
cut
give
this
you
out.
Never gonna turn around and desert you. Thanks for tuning in to the latest installment of Taco Talk.
Can't wait to see you in the next video.
It's been a pleasure to talk taco with you taco-loving people.
If you want to watch the previous video, check the link in the description or the box on your screen. Catch you later.
Y hasta luego.